drummer from Royal Rebels Band. Wanted to invite you guys to share with me. I am doing an unboxing. I am so stoked over this one. Brand new Pearl Masterworks drum kit. All right, so what we got here, went to not the Evil Empire, I went to these guys. This is the first time I did it. Went to Sweetwater and had a really great experience. You get to talk with what they call their engineers. So they helped me out. Found the right kit for me. I was a little particular, but they did some guidance and some suggestions, and I ended up with again, a Pearl Masterworks series kit. I was really looking for something that had the 24-inch bass drum, upgrading from my previous kit, which was a 22-inch bass drum. So the previous drum set, don't know if you saw it in any of the previous videos, but that was a Pearl Masters custom. It was all maple, beautiful kit, still have it, gonna keep it. But it was time. You know, I felt like, you know, it had been 17 years since we had that previous kit, and I thought this band for this next recording deserved to step up, and we're gonna go in this direction. So what do we got here? All right, so this one looks to be the 14-inch floor tom. Why do we call it a floor tom? Well, it's a tom-tom for one reason, but it comes with these legs. What I did different on this kit was all my toms on the last kit were rack mounted, and I started seeing the limitations of having a rack, and then I was able to switch it up to stands, but everything still has rack mounting hardware on the side, and you're kind of limited on the floor print or the footprint of your drum set. So when you get into a certain tighter space, you know, you got like an 8-foot wide stage, you get a little bit limited. So yes, that is a comment on the small stage. This one's gonna be big enough. So here we have it. This is Pearl Masterworks 14-inch floor tom in cobalt fade. Sick, right? I mean, it has to be nice if I'm using the term sick, which I don't usually do, but it was just, it's a thing of beauty. So let's see how this thing goes. Let's throw some legs on here. The hardware. This is all black chrome. It was one of the options that you can have custom made on your kit if you so choose. Yeah, my other one had decided to go with black powder coated, and this one I wanted to change it up a little bit and go with the black chrome, which I thought looked pretty impressive. And even, you know, in person, it really pops. So it makes quite the statement.
Why did you go with the blue color? Any particular reason, or other than it just looks cool?
Yeah, actually, I narrowed down my choices to one of two options. Either I was going to do an order, which was going to put me out about 6, maybe up to 12 months. With all the weather, all this kind of stuff, there's a lot of issues with the hardwoods. Talking with some of the guys at different companies, it really was going to be an issue of either time versus what do I want and where am I willing to compromise a little bit. So my compromise was actually just on the shell color. I was going to still get a 24-inch kit, 13, 14, 16 toms. What I did not anticipate was I was going to be getting the added benefit of Pearl's rocket toms, as well as a Masterworks snare that matches. So everything is all color matched, which was pretty impressive. So, I mean, it didn't take a lot if you can. So if you can be a little flexible on what it is that you want, then sometimes you can make out a little bit better as far as your deal. Be flexible, be nice. You know, unless you really want to pay top dollar, and you can, and you could still go have this kit made if you wanted to, and you know, it would cost you more. I happened to come across a shell pack that was already put together, and it was just by chance happened to be one of the two colors that I was really looking at wanting to get in the cobalt fade. Specifically though, I wanted the black chrome hardware, so I was very pleased to get that. The other thing that you're going to notice here too, on this particular drum, and all of them, I like having this style of hoop. This is called a master cast, or that's Pearl's version of just your cast hoop versus your basic triple flange, or what Pearl I believe calls the super hoops. Fantastic sounding. I love actually using these kinds of hoops on all my drums. On the last kit had them. All my snare drums I've converted over to the master cast hoops too. But they just make such a beautiful, right out of the box. I haven't even tuned it. Oh. Yeah, this one's gonna get nicely loved. This is amazing. Dust it up and be ready to go. All right, so here we are. Moving on to the rack tom. This configuration for this kit, it wasn't really unusual actually. Went to some of the sizes that they used back in the 70s. So 13-inch rack tom, 14-inch floor tom, 16-inch floor tom. This one, let's see. They still put the Optimount hardware on there, though I'm going to do something for the first time. Oh, that's so beautiful. It's so nice. Sorry, I'm still pretty stoked over, just how nicely this came out. It's beautiful. So this kit, again, it all comes with the Remo Ambassador coated heads on there. You got the black chrome master cast hoops on there. But what they did do, they still put the Optimount hardware on there. So if you wanted to put this onto a stand, or if you had a rack system you wanted to integrate it to, this is the way to go. I'm going to try something different and go with a little bit more of that classic look. You've seen tons of drummers do it, but putting this on a snare stand right by my drum. The intent, right by the bass drum, the intent is down the road I will be getting a second bass drum. So you'll see two big 24-inch cannons right out in front with the, I can't wait to see what the next row of Pearl's logo is going to look like with that one. It's going to be amazing. So here she is. Alright, so we're going to check out the snare. With this Masterworks kit, I got the color matched Masterworks snare drum. I have never honestly played a Pearl Masterworks snare drum. And it wasn't until recently I actually started collecting Pearl snare drums. So this is working out pretty nice, having this new one. Let me tell you about this one though. I actually just built this snare. Real quick story. I wanted something, I like the Alex Van Halen sound, and so what I did was went on Google University and found a YouTube video by his drum tech and how he built the signature Ludwig version, so I kind of emulated it. I found a 6.5-inch Pearl Sensitone snare drum used. You can find these anywhere from $100 to $250, depends on the condition. I didn't need anything that was really in stellar condition, and here's why. I took a grinder to it. So I took all the old hardware off. It did not come with the tube lugs. I took everything, stripped it down, and I took a $20 grinder to the $150 drum shell. And I wanted just to have a piece that was, just mine. So changed out the lugs, went to a store, found the barrel type lugs, changed out the hoops from the triple flange to the master cast hoops, put on a 40, I don't know if you can see that, put on a 40 strand snare, and went with a Remo Emperor X or I think they call this one the Black X. So there's the reinforcement dot underneath. This thing, yeah, it's a monster sound. It's pretty impressive. It cuts through very nicely with my band. I love the way it sounds. So I'm not sure. You might hear this on the upcoming album or not. I'm not undecided now. And here we are. Let's check out and see what a Pearl Masterworks snare drum looks like. Ah. I feel like Christmas Day here. Just see my dad wearing a robe that's a little too short to cover the baby bird, you know? All right. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is just absolutely gorgeous. There it is. Cobalt. Cobalt Fade. Black chrome hardware. So on this little guy here, this is a 6.5 by 14, and this has the 20 strand snares on here. So we'll try it out first. We'll see how it sounds. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep the 20, or maybe I'm really liking those 40 strand snares on that other drum. We'll see. I don't know. Also came with the coated ambassador. We're gonna have to turn that around just because my compulsion is to have the throw off on the right hand side, but I need to have my emblem at the top of my drum when I play. So already I am very impressed with that. So clearly out of tune, but not a big deal. Still sounds pretty fat though. A little low tuning. Yeah, we'll give it a little bit of love. I'm sure it's gonna have a nice crack to it. And of course, we're beating all the drums these days with your solo beat drumsticks. There it is. Pearl Masterworks Cobalt Fade. Love this thing. Go check them out. I'd like to thank everybody over at Sweetwater for hooking me up on great drums. Thank you very much, Solo Beat Drumsticks. I love them. It's a great stick. I'm glad I met you guys. Thank you very much, Soul Tone Cymbals. These things sound amazing with this kit. Just absolutely love the way everything's sounding. My band loves them. Everybody that's come around here, listen to us in the studio, they love the way they sound. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out, Royal Rebels, RoyalRebelsBand.com. Check us out on Royal Rebels on Instagram and Facebook. We'll see you guys around. Hopefully we'll see you here pretty soon live.